My apologies if I look baked in this. That is because I am. So we first started off with trying to mimic some sort of like big, large source, open daylight type situation that would be able to hit all of the guys proper. And so we tried that, and we tried just like floating a Godox SL60 with a light dome and honeycomb grid on that, and really hated the way that looked. So we ditched the softbox, added a spotlight attachment onto the Godox that was coming from the back, and created kind of like a beam. So now instead of trying to fake like a big open source, we were honing it down on just one single spot that might make more sense because it would just be like a little crack in like whatever that was above the cave. So we do that, feel good about how that's going through, especially with a little bit of fog. We felt like some warm light would make sense, because if you're going to bring anything in there for like constant light, it's probably going to be warm, like a little lantern, a torch, anything like that. So we just have we had this Edison bulb lamp that we were using just to paint some stuff, so we turned that on, threw that in there, and actually kind of liked how it was illuminating the wall and how it was hitting the side of Mike's face for the lighting test. And so the last part was just figuring out what we were going to do to key everybody out. So we landed on getting this big diffusion scrim and beaming that up as high as we could, trying to get it close to a 45-degree angle. And basically for every shot, depending on how far away the guys were from the light, we were either rotating it from bouncing it up into the corner and then letting that corner bounce light shine through the diffusion, or we would flip the light around and shoot the light directly through the diffusion if the guys were a little bit farther away. That way the light catch felt kind of the same. So we did that, and that was pretty much the setup. The spotlight beaming down kind of helps like cut out their feet from what's going on in the dirt, because they were all wearing black pants. So obviously we had to get that spotlight in there somehow, and instead of mounting it to the ceiling, we figured for a few different reasons we could take a light stand and wrap the paper around it, paint it the same way we'd paint the walls, and attach our light fixture to that. So it kind of disguises the light stand a little bit, and it can live by itself. And then to take that one step further, we took a red tube light that we have and just threw it behind there, and that kind of complemented the red gelled rim light that was coming from the right side of them. And it all just kind of worked together to kind of like balance out. A little bit of red over here in the right, a little bit of red here in the left. They were coming from two different sides, like two different points. They're both coming from the back, but you couldn't see the source of either of them. So it was just a lot of fun to try to figure all that out. Figure out what felt good to light a whole body, because we're in such a small room, and also not throw too much light around the rest of the cave walls. So big challenge, but it was a lot of fun. If there's anything else that you want me to talk about, I'm super down to keep making more of these. This was a shitload of fun. Thanks.